Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Bahashim Rakah Kotash. My name is Jacobo from Plaintables Camp. It's the apostles video. This Marquette is, I guess, refereeing between this, I guess he's a Hebrew Israelite, and No Fugazi. And it's on Marquette's channel. And Apostle saying, what did we learn from this Matthew 7 chapter where it talks about don't cast your pearls before swine. All right. Now, he could have just answered this question. I was watching a few minutes of it. We shouldn't be talking to these guys. This is pointless. You know, this is pointless. He said Trinity. Trinity means three. He could have just said, do you believe in the duality of Christ or Yahushua? He could have said something like that instead of saying Trinity, because Trinity means three. Dual or duality means two. A little error in the way he spoke, but again, we shouldn't be doing this. All right, we don't need to prove anything to these people. They need to come to us. We don't have to come to them. We don't got to come to them, go on their stage. No, they if y'all want information, y'all got to come to us. All right, and we're going to go out and we're going to preach and fish, and we fish with our voice. So if you come, we're not going to chase you down the street.
It ain't going to work on me.
Yes or no?
Can you show me where is that in the Bible?
You haven't given me a yes or no.
Can you show me in the Bible
question,
where is it?
Are we not created in God's image? Yes or no?
Coolly. I've already answered.
Adam was created in the Most High.
Where is it?
Are we not created in God's image? Yes or no?
Coolly. I've already answered.
Adam was created in the Most High's image. Adam was created in the Most High's image.
Show you that
I
in the
answered the
Bible.
question. First and foremost, we're gods. All of us are gods. Let's get that understood. But it's only one. Can I
He's
answer your
laughing
question?
because he doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand that we're God.
Yeah. As it says in the Psalms, we are gods, and ye are gods, but we shall die like men. I mean, this is elementary stuff. All right. You know, if you're going to debate these people, you got to be more orderly and have everything in a row, so they can just go to the point, oh, we don't believe that, instead of saying, oh, you're disorganized, oh, it doesn't mean that, I believe in two, not three, you know?
When you look up the word gods, it can mean the Father, it can mean goddess, it can mean a king on the earth, a judge on the earth. So, because even the Lord said that in St. John 10, verse 34, does not your Lord say that we are gods?
Question. We're all gods, but there's only one Most High God. I've already answered
You
your.
saw the other nations are not gods. In the kingdom of heaven, all Hebrew Israelite men will be gods. They will all have spiritual power. They will all be priests. They will all be kings.
The question is said, the God that created everything on this earth is a Mashiach Yahushua. That is Christ. He's a man, like you a man, and like Saint is a man. So
Brandon,
to answer,
hold on. Now answer your question.
Can you answer?
Paris is burning.
Can you answer my question though?
Yeah, what I'm doing is
But I'm asking, can you answer my question though?
That's totally fine. What I'm saying is
But I'm saying we're gonna have decorum. You're gonna ask questions. I'm gonna ask questions.
I got you. I asked you a
Okay,
question.
so it's my time to ask a question.
No. Listen. I asked you a question and you did not even go. You went to the Bible, but why didn't you go to the Bible where in the Bible it says that we're made in the image of God?
Man, let's go to Genesis chapter 1. Man.
Okay, now this guy. Okay,
because you escaping from answering my question.
Do you not believe that we are made in the image of God?
Let me answer your question, man. Can you let me answer it?
I would say what you mean by.
Oh yeah, he's going about this the wrong way. I don't know. He must be inexperienced, but he's going about this the wrong way. He shouldn't be a spokesman for Israel, for Hebrew Israelites, at all. He's unqualified. I don't know who this guy is, but he shouldn't be a spokesman for Israel. He don't even have his garment on. He's a real bad representation of Hebrew Israelites, or Israelites in general.
You escaping from answering my question.
Do you not believe that we are made in the image of God?
Let me answer your question, man. Can you let me answer it?
I would say what you mean by we. Because ain't no white people were around when that statement was made. Let me do this. Let me do this here. Let me go to, what is it, Genesis? Let's go to Genesis 1. If it's not Genesis 1, it's Genesis 2. If it's not Genesis 2, it's Genesis 3. You can do a word search on the word image. And Alahayim Amar, and the angel said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea. Who had dominion over the fish of the sea? Adam. He was the one that named the animals, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So the Most High created man that is on in his own image, and in the image of the Alahayim created he or they, him or them, male and female created he them. Let's look up the word image. Looks different from a so-called dark-skinned black man with so-called Negroid features. Okay, give me a second. I want to look up the word. The word is Tazalam. Tazalam. Let's hear how the white man says it.
Strong's 86754. Selim.
Selim. We say Tazalam. Tazalam. Image of tumors, mice, heathen gods, image, likeness, resemblance, mere empty semblance. I don't like that term right there. So we can say Adam looked like the father. What did the father look like, or what did the gods look like? They were so-called black people. So Adam had to be a black man. They ain't talking about white people. There ain't no angels, righteous angels looking like white people. Anyway, I just wanted to check that out. That's all. Let me do this. Almost 4 o'clock. It says ready to teach. Let me see. Able to teach others also. Let me cheat. 2 verse 2. Let me see which
entrust
virgin.
Faithful men. Faithful. If he would have known what that meant, even on a basic level, he would have been able to just answer the question and move on. But they're stuck on that, and he's not. That's not a great representation. I mean, first of all, he shouldn't have been by himself. All right, I heard the apostles say this. You know, if you going to debate anyone or have conversation with anyone that's your potential enemy or actually your enemy, you need to have more than one person with you. You know, but I don't know who he is. I don't know what group he's with, but he's using the name Yahushai, and the Hebrew Israelite, he's using that name. So he knows something, but he's not a qualified debater, which he shouldn't be debating anyway. You know, we should be, if they want information, they should be coming to us. They just getting, content off of us, and you got Hebrew Israelites actually going to them so they can get content, which is, I don't think it's a good thing. But at least the people in the audience are going to investigate. They're going to hate too, but they're going to investigate, and you're going to get some converts just because of it. So. Because it does say, you can't do anything against the truth before the truth. But let's, when we do talk to these people, let's try to look as intelligent as possible. Meaning we choose the right things to say at the right time to prove the point and answer the question that was asked.
What you have heard from me, this is Paul speaking to Timothy, in the presence of my witnesses, commit to faithful men who will be able to teach others also.
Right.
And you can read that in the King. It sounds like the King James. Similar to the King James. It might be the New King James. Let me do it this way. Let's go to the King James. King James. And the things that shall be able to teach others also. So now, you got this individual, and you got Captain Zarek last night coming on these shows. Do you really fucking believe that these guys are going to turn around and become Israelites and join the camp and hold posts and all that? They far from it. So this is a waste of goddamn time. Because a lot of you brothers, you do your own build, you do what you want to do.
Right, I was saying that like at camp in Philly. Like you got to respect the lineage and get with brothers so you can come up under them and know how to speak and what to say. We've already made all the mistakes already, so you can just prosper. You know, like I was mentioning, the apostles told us that they had to go to actual libraries and look up in books. You know, in like a library, we just order stuff online. You know, order stuff online and use apps on our phones to learn. You know, so each generation we get smarter and everything moves faster. So this type of ignorance is no excuse for this type of ignorance. Especially if you're going to put yourself out in the front. Be ignorant in the back. Don't be ignorant out in the front. You look crazy. They're not going to convert. It's just content for them, for their channels. It's business.
Fulfilling your own belly, pursuant to Romans 16, 17, and 18. And you see they both laughing. Why are man?
Trying to prove something to these people. Like, shit, why do you don't have to prove anything. But if that's a spirit, it's a debate spirit. They want to be popular. They want to be, this thing is not a popularity contest and a social media contest. Okay, social media you use to either educate or make money. Okay, so what the hell is he doing? They're not being educated. They don't believe what you're saying, and you don't even have the whole truth. You got the name of the Lord and a few other things. From what I heard, it was a few minutes I've been watching, but he's a very bad representation of Israel. And the thing is, the men that can put forth a good reputation for Israel, we don't want to talk to you. If you want to come to us, then we'll go over a few precepts, but we're not running to have discourse with these people. They're beneath us. All right, they need to focus on building a community, making money, learning how to speak properly, and being orators and building businesses, and that's what they need to stick to. When it comes to the salvation of your soul, that's our job. The breaking down, how you break down the scriptures the right way, that's our job. The Spirit, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, we're the ones that have that knowledge. All right?
Shake the dust. The scriptures clearly tell you, give not that which is holy unto the dogs. These Israelites out here, they just doing what the fuck they want to do. They like the limelight, man. I wouldn't. You can pay me $50,000. I want to go on these guys' shows. They're not going to accept it. And Rome and Paris is burning.
After I answer your question with the scripture of the Bible, I need you to answer my question. Okay?
For sure, go ahead. Yeah.
They're both keying. They're both laughing. They're looking at you like well, he's looking at you like he looked at Captain Tazariak. He started laughing in Captain Tazariak's face. Because Captain Tazariak had no business being on that show. But Captain Tazariak, he liked the limelight. And he don't know all the scriptures. He don't have 100% truth. That's for sure.
All right. When we go into the book of Genesis chapter 1, and it's going to start at verse 25. And then God said, let the earth produce every sort of animal and this is the Old Testament for the people don't know. So, and then God said, let us make human beings in our image. To be like
you just answered this. You just answered it, bro.
Hold up.
Let us make God let us make man in our image.
Let him finish his verse.
Can you let me finish, sir? Because listening is an art, my guy. And obviously you're not listening well.
I'm already
at this particular point,
he sounds like a joke. I don't know who the hell this guy is. I was trying to hold back like my analysis of him, but he sounds like a joke. Listening as an art, dude, man. Give him the answer. Like all those, you got to read a bunch of stuff. Just give him the answer, and then explain it.
Can you let me finish, sir? Because listening is an art, my guy. And obviously, you're not listening well.
I'm hearing you.
Hold up.
They're just laughing. It's like it's this joke. Shit. Come on, man.
Point, you should have got up and left, because you know what they're doing? They're laughing at
First
you.
of all, he should, like the apostle said, he shouldn't even have been there. I mean, like, come on, you've watched the other debates. The dude, this is their spirit. Their spirit is just to use you as content. It's not a serious thing. And then they'll say, oh, they're not taking you seriously. And they're using you as an example for why you shouldn't follow Hebrew Israelites. All right? Now, you shouldn't follow this guy. This guy don't know the scriptures. He don't know. He knows a few bits and pieces here and there from what I can hear, but he don't obviously know. He don't know Matthew 7 chapter.
These are how the heathens laugh.
Let me finish. Have decorum, okay? Let me finish. So when I already stated and said that we're all gods, I said you a god, I'm a god, saint a god, and I said Christ is a god. I've already told you that Christ is that God that is speaking about that created this earth. He's not the most high God, because the first Adam was Christ. That's in the scriptures.
Okay,
so
great.
if he, hold on, let me finish. So if he was the first man, in order for him to create everything on this earth, hold up. He was the first man ever created by God, the first being ever created by God. God created him to create everything on this earth, such as myself. I'm a business owner. I'm the CEO. I got managers. They control what's going on in my business. That same logic applies towards God. He's the CEO. Christ is his manager. He handles everything that's of his business. So what that's talking about right there is talking about a Mashiach Yahweh Shah. We're made in the image of Christ. Christ is a man. You're a man. I'm a man.
Okay.
That's what it's talking about.
Reason for me asking this question, and I get what you're saying. The reason for me asking this question, and you've answered it within the first few seconds of reading the Bible. Thank you. But the reason why I asked this question is because you said before I came in, and Cooley, don't have any logical discussion.
And Paris is still burning.
We're going to go to the Bible. And what I'm prefacing it with is this. If we are made in the image of God, and there are three laws of logic, the law of non-contradiction, the law of identity, and the law of excluded middle, this helps us to be rational beings, to reason with one another. If we don't adhere to these laws of logic, then we wouldn't get anywhere.
What the hell is he talking about? Okay, what are you talking about? Get to the point.
In life, it would be chaotic in life. We wouldn't come to any understanding or any grounding within one another with even having this discussion. So with that being said, I have questions for it. It may not be a debate, but I have some questions for you in regards to your belief.
What have we learned? Absolutely nothing.
All right, just word salad. Okay, he's just showing you how we should have logical debates. Okay, move the hell on.
Of predetermination, okay?
Okay, I want to expound.
Go to Ephesians, the first chapter. Okay, what's the point? Prophecy, predeterminate. The very fact that prophecy exists is predetermination. There you go. You don't even have to have Ephesians, the first chapter. The very fact that there's a prophecy in the Bible, we have predestiny.
You said, and I still want to want you to answer my question.
Okay, I mean, sure. Is the question having to do with predetermination? I was trying to get to?
It's going to what you just got through saying.
Okay, got it. Go ahead.
You're saying the laws of logic. Can you give?
This is pointless. Why is he going into that? Dude, just go to the predestination and prove it. And if they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, they don't. Move the hell on.
And this is not the question that I initially wanted to ask, but can you give me book, chapter, verse that says to rely on the laws of logic out of the Bible?
No, that it doesn't say that in the Bible.
Okay,
Once again, no one is speaking. Hold on, I'm not finished. I even prefaced it with it. Why would the laws of logic?
Now, I understand what he's saying in general, but I mean that's the point is you're talking down to him as if he's stupid. All right. Yes, logical is based upon what you already believe, not like we don't have a general consensus of what makes sense. Your logic is based upon what you believe already. All right, because reincarnation is not logical. All right, a man being risen from the dead, all right, is not logical on the third day. So it's based upon what you already believe. That's what your logic is, one after another. what you already believe before you come into a debate or conversation.
Was established, not even established, it was, let's say, discovered, right? It's just like scientists discover new things. It was discovered later on. So what I'm saying is, I'm going to ask you a question here.
But hold up,
I still haven't
asked my question yet, though. And I wasn't even finished expounding on what I'm talking about. You just hold on. Let me finish, because you love to move the goalposts like one of my wives.
No, I'm not moving.
Hold up, and I be having to check their ass on that, so I'm finna check you right quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, you already said that it's not in the Bible. What you got to understand, my premises is off the scriptures, not off.
Okay, cool.
Hold up, not off man. The scripture said we ought to obey God rather than man. So whatever logic that you go by, I'm not going by Cooley's logic or the next man's logic. I'm going. So
you don't use logic to go throughout your day-to-day life?
Have the core. Do
you use logic to go throughout your day-to-day life?
I didn't cut you off, Cooley. I didn't cut you off.
But you talk a whole lot and you say nothing.
Cooley, I listened to everything you said, Cooley. Cooley, I listened to everything you said.
Did we, audience, did we learn anything?
Yeah, did we learn anything?
Put one in the chat.
And then they're critiquing each other on how you should speak. And when you're debating or having a conversation, this is what the debate is about. How we should talk to each other. Oh my goodness.
Anything? Put two if you don't feel you learned anything.
You a straight fool.
I ain't learning a damn thing.
Get your women in line. Do you use logic to get your women in line?
Even got his hand down like, damn, what is you doing right now, bro?
Do you use logic to get your women in line? Yes or no?
And you're being emotional right now.
No, I'm being emotional.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a pause. I'm gonna take a pause for the cause.
Yeah, take a pause, bro.
Shout out to Kodak. He writes, "Divine Prospect would be ideal for this conversation." Is that a person? I'm assuming a YouTuber.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Kanan writes, "Look like you getting cooked now." 6'5". LOL.
Cool.
Here we go.
No, he ain't getting cooked. He's asking questions. He ain't getting cooked.
Okay, I'm about to yield the floor back to 6'5". Go ahead.
All right, back to what I was saying. Now, what I've noticed what Cooley does, and he's gonna cut me out. Watch, just watch, y'all. And that's why.
I'll let you speak. Go ahead.
There you go. You can't be quiet.
No, I'm letting you know. Go ahead.
Okay,
you
ain't letting me do nothing. This is sick. Okay, because he said, can we get to the subject instead of critiquing each other's little minutiae mistakes or interjections? Get to the point. The saint interrupted. But then he just said a word. Oh, there you go. You can't keep quiet. Like this is a game.
Be quiet, brother. Damn.
Stick to the subject, not.
To you is that Cooley loves to move the goalposts, and Cooley loves to deflect when a question is being opposed to him.
What have we learned? What have we learned?
I don't know the answer. He love to over talk and doing all this other stuff. But back to what I was just saying. He can't give me book, chapter, verse. So if you can't give me book, chapter, verse, you don't need to be having no biblical conversations with me.
Well, he don't have to. I mean, because he's an ignorant fool. I mean, he's interviewing you. I guess it's a debate, right? And I don't think he claimed to be an expert. He's putting the onus on you. But let's see what he's gonna say.
Didn't I tell y'all he was gonna cut me off? Chill out, bro. I'm saying, chill out, bro. I listen to everything you said, no matter if I agree with it or not. I'm gonna be respectful towards you. So, back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted again. Cooley loves to move the goalposts. Whenever something's being presented to him and he don't know what the answer is, he's gonna yell, he's gonna overtalk, which is yelling, and he's gonna be deflecting and all this other type of.
Then why would you go on the show in the first place? And you know what, man? I ain't listening to more of this, brother.
Yeah, I was trying to cut this off earlier, but
part two.
I wanted to see if
what do we learn from this?
Something else was going to come up. But yeah, I mean, what we will never do. They would have to come to us, to Philly or Delaware, and ask specific questions. All right, we're not. You got to meet us where we at. So hope y'all edified. Shalom.